We never really allowed ourselves to form ideas or opinions of what Steve would have really been like, or even of what he would have thought of the movie.
Fix it.
What the?
Fix it, Steve.
Take it easy.
Fix it, or I quit. How about that? I quit and you never see me again. How about that?
I play the character of Joanna Hoffman, and she is loosely based on a character that really did exist. She was head of marketing for the Macintosh in the original Mac team back in 1984. She was a Polish-Armenian woman who had moved to America as a teenager, so she's Eastern European and very much feels different to all the other characters. She feels as though she's really from somewhere else. She was one of very few people who could stand up to Steve Jobs. She wasn't intimidated by him, she wasn't afraid of him, and in the film, she really is portrayed as his work wife.
We got 45 seconds. I want to use it to ask you a question. Why do people who were adopted feel like they were rejected instead of selected?
I don't feel rejected.
You're sure?
Very sure.
Because it's not like the baby is born and the parents look and say, nah, we're not interested in this one. On the other hand, someone did choose you.
Before I knew what I wanted to write, I knew what I didn't want to write, and that was what we call a biopic, a biographical picture. Those usually have the same structure. It's cradle to grave, and you land on the protagonist's greatest hits along the way. It's a structure that's very familiar to audiences, and I didn't think I'd be able to do anything new with it. So somewhere along the way, I got the idea to try something else, and that was to write the entire movie in just 3 scenes, 3 real-time scenes. Real-time, of course, means that 40 minutes for you in the audience is the same as 40 minutes for the characters on screen. And that each of those 3 scenes would take place backstage in the moments leading up to one of Steve's famous product launches. And that by doing that, I could perhaps dramatize the areas of conflict that he had in certain relationships in his life, with his eldest daughter, Lisa, with Steve Wozniak, with whom he founded Apple when they were both very young, with his one-time boss, John Scully, with his marketing chief, Joanna Hoffman, and with his software chief, Eddie Hertzfeld.
I love that you don't care how much money a person makes. You care what they make. But what you make isn't supposed to be the best part of you. When you're a father, that's what's supposed to be the best part of you. And it's caused me 2 decades of agony, Steve, that it is for you the worst.
It is a movie, and whilst there are things about the film that are rooted in fact and events that really did happen, there is also a lot that has been imagined on the part of Aaron Sorkin. And so I think that we always felt as though we were playing roles in a film, we were playing characters in a story. And so I think, yeah, we never really allowed ourselves to form ideas or opinions of what Steve would have really been like, or even of what he would have thought of the movie. We just didn't really, I don't know, just never really considered those things.